everyone, Christian Rodini here with the brand new Nike Pegasus 37. In this video, I'll be giving you a brief history of the shoe and my overall first impressions on it.
She see money all around me, I look like I'm the man.
With a price tag of $120, it's comparable to other shoes of this type, such as the Saucony Kinvara 11s and other shoes as well. While $120 is respectable, you can see over the past recent years an incremental increase to the price tag of this shoe, and it's probably because of inflation. The Nike Pegasus line has been a staple in the Nike portfolio dating back to its inception in 1983 and has gone through various transformations over the years. In fact, Nike actually discontinued the product in the year 1997 before resuming it in the year 2000, and has gone through changes all the way up to its current form today. Since its inception, Nike has claimed that the Nike Pegasus line is designed for your everyday runner, and they're not wrong. You'll see runners from amateur athletes all the way to elite world-class athletes rocking the Pegasus, and there's a reason for that. It's because over the years, Nike has done extensive research accommodating runners and making sure that runners of all skill types can run in a Nike Pegasus and feel comfortable day in and day out. With the Nike Pegasus 37, there have been some major changes as compared to its predecessor. For instance, the highlight of this shoe is actually the midsole. They did a lot with it, and for instance, one of the major components of the midsole now is its complete replacement of the Cushlon foam with the React foam seen in similar models such as the Nike Infinity React, and they actually decided to forego the full-length Air Zoom bag and instead made it to a pressurized foam bag in the forefoot of the shoe. Now, this foam bag in the forefoot is actually twice as thick as the full-length Air Zoom bag, giving it more energy return during the process. As Nike does with every Nike Pegasus, they actually made some major tweaks in the foam bag as compared from the men and the women's version. In the women's version, you'll find a 15 psi foam bag, whereas in the men version, you'll find a 20 psi foam bag. Now, the midsole is the shining star of this new model. However, there are some major changes to be noted across the shoe. Moving on to the upper, Nike decided to place a translucent mesh to give it a more breathable feeling, and actually got rid of the flywire lacing, which I actually really liked, so we'll see how this feels and if there's any difference, but they instead decided to place it with these thicker loops, and we'll see how that feels on my foot. The thick loops that I mentioned are actually connected, and you can see that colorway in the middle of the shoe. So we'll see if that actually gives any difference to it. It gives it a nice appearance, and it's almost as if the opacity is reduced a little bit in the shoe. However, I actually kind of like it because it gives it a nice unique feeling. The tread looks pretty normal and standard for a Nike Pegasus. No major differences here. However, in the toe, they actually decided to curve it a little bit instead of placing the toe pad directly in the middle. This is something comparable to like the Alpha Flies or the Next Percents that Nike has recently decided to do. They've actually decided to place it a little bit to the side of the shoe because I guess that's where they found that runners actually strike more often to give it a more realistic impression. I've been running in a Nike Pegasus since the Nike Pegasus 30, and it has been such a reliable unit in my shoe collection. I can rely on this shoe to get me through easy workouts all the way to hard efforts and everything in between. And that's why it's such a staple in my collection and why I run in it so frequently. Now, I'm going to be doing my first test run in it today, and I'll be providing some updates along the way, followed by a 100-mile review once I reach that threshold. Now, if you really enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I look forward to making more content in the near future.